Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Man, we got another good one for you. Listen, the Marinade from my dad's back from the 60s went crazy. And you guys are something else. You ask all kinds of questions. You had questions about measurements. You had questions about what you could get in the 60s. But also, you had some real good questions. What would this be with pork? Pork steaks, pork chops? What would it be with jerky? Man. So here's what we're gonna do. Today, we're gonna do it with some extra thick pork chops. Now, I went to the store to buy pork steak because that was kind of a steak marinade, but we're gonna try it on pork chops. Hang around and see. I'll bet you this is good stuff. So, hang tight. Okay, so pretty much like we did before, we've got our little saucepan. Everybody seemed to love my little copper bottom. All right, I'm gonna take half a stick of butter. This is measured out. Last time I took some heat, I dipped it with a spoon. This is 1/2 stick of butter. All right, there we go, half stick. We're gonna melt it down. We get this melted down. To this, we're gonna add, and I'm gonna make it easy. I got questioned on my measurements. That's 1/3. All right, that's 1/2 cup soy sauce. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Last time I was using 1/3, everybody was telling me 1/2 of 1/3 was 1/6 of a cup. Okay, well, I'm gonna make it easy for you. Take all the argument out. There's 1/4 cup. We feel better? That's Lee and Perrins. And I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce. So there we go with the teriyaki sauce. All right, exact measurements, something you can follow. There we go. All right, so we're gonna stir this in. And I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. I don't want it to roll and boil, but I want to get it good and hot. Now, as you can see, I'm out in the cook shack. It's wide open, thermometer on the wall, so it's about 40 degrees out here. Now, it's always a little warmer in here, and when I get to cooking, this little area right here always warms up, so I'm not freezing to death. Go Cox. I'm just in my t-shirt. It's not freezing, and I'm not gonna be out here long. All right, so I hope you can see down in the pot, I can hear it's just before a boil, and I'm gonna take and cut it off right there. That's all I need. Now, I'm gonna let these flavors mix for a little bit. I'm gonna set it off the heat over here, and I'm gonna let this cool down because I'm gonna pour it right over the pork. So hold on and I'll bring you right back. Okay, well, you're gonna let me forget one of the most important ingredients. Now, in talking with my brother, I told him about all the complaints about too much salt. This was too much salt. And he said he had switched over to garlic powder, that you couldn't tell the difference between the garlic salt and the garlic powder. I don't know. But I'm gonna take a tablespoon of garlic powder for all of you high blood pressure people, and I can't have that because that's too much salt, overload salt. My goodness, I got a bunch of comments about the salt. All right. Well, there's no salt overload this time. All right. Now, let's let this cool off. I'll bring you right back. Okay, you can see I've got 4 pretty thick cut pork chops. Now, originally the idea was I was gonna do pork steak. So it would be kind of the same with that marinated steak deal. But you know what? Pork's pretty much pork, and we love pork chops. So this is something my dad didn't have. This is Uncle Steve's SPG. Oh my goodness, all American. All right, he did use salt, he did use pepper, and he did use garlic salt. Back to that salt overload. All right, I'm gonna put a good, healthy bit on both sides of this Uncle Steve's. Let's do the other side. And there we go. All right, the Uncle Steve's. Now, I'm gonna take, this is a 1 gallon Ziploc bag. I already know these pork chops are gonna go right down in here. And I'm gonna slip them in here side by side by side. And look at that. There we go. Zip him up, get him straight. And here we go. This is already cooled off. I let it go. It took about, I don't know, half an hour or so probably to cool off out here. I'm gonna take the contents of this entire pot and pour in there. Now, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and show you my little trick here. I'm gonna let this go as far down as I can without spilling out. Get some of the air out, and then there we go. And see, now I'm gonna put my little Ziploc package in the refrigerator. On this pork, I'm gonna let it go 24 hours. I'm gonna cook it for supper tomorrow night. And I tell you what, I'm gonna bring you back, show you how we cook it, and then I'm gonna try it right in front of you. How about that? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are, 24 hours later. Okay, so let's open it up. This just spent all that time basking in the marinade. And look at this. It is definitely changed color. It's darker. It has soaked up that flavor. Let's set this over here out of the way. Now, I'm gonna take, and yeah, I know it's got all of that on it, and we've already done it one time, but I'm gonna take and I'm gonna sprinkle just a little more of this Uncle Steve shake. This is SPG right over it, and it's time to go to the grill. All right, our grill is definitely up to temp, and let's put these big old thick cut pork chops on. Now again, you see I have a 2-zone fire going, and I'm going over here to the cool zone to start with. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to let this grill, it's up over 400, and I'm going to close the top vent. The bottom vent is wide open. The top vent I just closed down to halfway. All right, I'm going to let these steaks go for, oh my goodness, 4 minutes, and then flip them over and do them another 4. So when it's time to turn them, I'll bring you right back. Okay, well, the first 4 minutes while we're waiting on it, you probably can hear a motor running in the background. So let me walk on over. I'm gonna show you what you're hearing. This is a 14.5-foot Santa Claus that we have in front of the Cuff and Stuff cook shack, and these are our lights we have going with our wreath for Christmas. So that's what you're seeing and hearing. All right, 4 minutes in the cool zone. Let's turn these chops over. All right. Another 4 minutes. Okay. Well, that is 4 minutes on that side. Let's take and flip him over. We're going straight to the hot side. Safe temp for pork is 145. That's what we're going to. 145. Now I'm gonna let these go a couple of minutes, flip them over, and at 145 we're gonna take them off. Okay, 2 minutes over the fire on the hot side, and let's flip them over. Ah yeah, look, nice pretty grill marks. I can tell you already, I know this is gonna be good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's put the little one right here. All right. 2 more minutes, then we're gonna check the temp on it. All righty. 2 minutes on that side. Let's see what we got. $143. About 130 in the fat part, 135, 138, that's 147. All right, tell you what I'm gonna do. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna take these and flip them over. Like that. Let's put the thick side right over the heat. like that. Closing back up. Now we flipped it and turned it around 180 degrees, so let's let it go for a couple more minutes. Okay, let's take a look. Oh yeah, 146. That's 150, that little one. Yep, it's time to take them off. All right, these is rested just a minute or two. Probably about 5. So, only one thing to do, and that's cut, and I'm gonna cut right across the grain. There we go. It's almost a hair of pink, but not quite. Oh, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna cut me a bite right out of the center. All right, this is Dad's marinade with pork this time. The other half of my bite. You guys were right. To me, it's a good marinade. It's good on this pork too. Works on steaks, works on porks. Oh my goodness. You gotta try this. I had people say, oh, that sounds like it would be good on jerky. I'm gonna try that too. Hey, listen, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments we got off of my dad's marinade video. It was unreal. Again, thanks for sticking around. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Hit the circle on this side, subscribe. I'll have another video, not for anybody else, just you, right here. Boom. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Until next time, hang tight and be good to one another. Hang tight.